Name is Malcolm, and thank you for joining me on Manly Ego. The seasons change, our moods change, our feelings change. Ultimately, that may change our ego and the way we react in situations. Let me give you an example. Over the past week, I would say I haven't felt my optimum self, how I really want to present to the world. And that's had me feeling maybe a bit more down, thinking a bit more negatively, possibly even a bit more emotional. But I can't display that in aspects of my work because there's a certain way I need to be at work. And this isn't just about the ego, this is just so I can do my job properly, so it doesn't affect the people I'm working with. And I can have the confidence of my colleague that I'm going to be able to support them during the work shift. But some of the cons of that is I may be a bit more reactive to negativity towards me, for example, which could be um, negative language towards me, or that kind of snappiness, that bossiness, that demandingness from some of the young people I work with, where before I could just brush it off or I could ignore it or just get on with it. There's a part of me that wants to strike back in the way of, don't address me like that. I'm not in the mood for that. And I wonder, this is just me like thinking out loud. I wonder, is this part of my ego wanting more because I'm feeling more sensitive? And if I feel more sensitive, surely the ego is going to react in a more sensitive way. Like I've said, I felt more negative in the way of, feeling more sad, feeling more emotional, and all this has to affect the ego. If, from what I believe and what I've said in other videos, I feel that the feelings and emotions and thoughts are all connected to the ego, and it's made me wonder. I've sat and thought about it. It's that self awareness, thinking, is my feelings really affecting the way I'm presenting, and making that ego more sensitive? And do I need to look after the ego? Where the ego's job is to look after me, possibly. Is it me that now needs to look after the ego and say, it's all right, we're not feeling great at the moment. That's why we're a bit more sensitive. That's why we are a bit more reactive. For me, it's food for thought. It's even as I'm saying it out loud, it feels good. It feels good, and it's something I will delve into more to try and find out and try and understand. And if any of this connects with you, I advise you to maybe just think about it. When you're not feeling at your best, your emotions are up and down. How does that affect, not only just your feelings, but your ego as a whole? Does that make you react differently in situations to how you would want to react or how you normally do?